Hunting After Dark is sponsored by Feral Texas Outdoors Thermal and Night Vision Optics. Hey guys, it's Jason Price here with Feral Texas Outdoors, and we are here with the Hunting After Dark podcast and my co-host Justin Rumley, and we have an exciting new announcement today, and that is that we are launching a new product, and that is a new thermal company as well. And we are looking at a new thermal company coming out that is going to be distributed by iRay USA, who currently has Infra Outdoor, is now going to be selling a new product line with a company called Nocpix. Nocpix is a international company, so you can get it kind of all over the world wherever they allow thermals, but here it's now going to be launching in the U.S., slowly getting products rolling out, we kind of slowly got a hold of some of the products here a little bit early, not all of them that's going to be releasing here in the next couple weeks. So we have a ton of different ones to cover today, but it's going to be an exciting 2025, ending of 2024.
It's going to be an interesting race to the end of the year, man. I think a lot has been released so far this year, and with Nocpix coming out, right here at the mid part of November, I don't know. It's going to be an interesting race to the finish to see, once everything's here, what everything's doing, what it's capable of doing, and just by the 4 units that we've tested so far, they've been phenomenal. I mean, they've been very, very good, from the handhelds to the dedicated scopes, that you can use as binocular as well. I mean, they've been very impressive.
Yeah, with some of the ones, of course, everybody wants to hear is about the scopes. So I'm going to grab one here. This is going to be their scope line series, and this is called the Slim. The Slim is a 2-in-1 type unit. Mm-hmm. Let me see if I can grab the mounts here so I don't screw this up. You can hold those there for me. So we are looking at a scope style unit. This unit, I actually sit there and weighed it. I went and got like the postal scale. I went and weighed this thing. So this unit right here weighs 1.1 pounds.
It's pretty light, man.
This is super lightweight.
It's pretty dang light.
It's unique in its system here with the Slimline series is that it has a particular mounting system. This is the stock mounting system right here, and this is one that is left on the gun. You do not remove this once you put it on. So what you do is it actually has like a little magnetic deal to help you in the dark to kind of find out where to put this unit back in the dark. So it magnetically kind of grabs it a little bit, and then you top latch it. And then, of course, you'd have your other latch here for your gun, where this latch would be left behind. Then you would flip this other one over here, remove, use as a handheld, and then be able to return. So guys that are looking for multi-role unit thermals that are going to be used as handhelds, because we get that all the time.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the question. The magic question is, should I get a handheld or should I get a scope? Well, then I want to get both, but I can't afford both. Well, now they just changed the whole game for you here.
Yeah, it's like, is there something I can use? I can use as a handheld, and a scope is like, well, yeah, you could take it off. You try to return zero mount, but then you got to find the rail where you got it on the rail in the dark, and you're trying to figure that out. Then people get flustered in the moment. This kind of takes a lot of that out of that equation.
Yeah, it speeds up the whole process from just, there's other manufacturers out there that they're tried and true by returning to zero mounts. But like Jason said, you have to find the sweet spot on your Picatinny rail in order to get that thing to return to zero. Now, this just cuts that in half. All you have to do is find your mounting spot for your scope. Once you do that with, the magnet helps you as well. Once you find that, lock it into place and you're done. Because as soon as you put that back on the mount, that's where it belongs and that's where it needs to go, and it's going to return to zero for you.
Yeah, it's like all these guys are like, well, I marked my rails, blah, blah, blah. It's like, what are you going to do in the dark?
Yeah, pull your flashlight out, take a look.
See where I'm going to put this back. I was like, you're not going to do that when you go up and stock up on pigs. This, and I know this works. Mm-hmm. You kind of hosed me the other night. You took off with the handheld.
Yeah, that's your fault, man. You forgot it. You forgot it in the truck. That was after a long night of hunting. I think that was. I think I'll blame you on that.
Yeah, it was 3:30 in the morning, and I'm heading home, and I see pigs like a mile from my house.
But that's what you were able to utilize the features that this scope has to offer.
Exactly,
and put it to the test.
We only have a big thermal company. The only thermal I had is literally the gun. The gun itself with the slim on it.
Yeah.
I reach behind my back seat, pop it off, and I go and I'm scanning, looking through the windows. Like, sure enough, there are 4 huge bruiser pigs just sitting in this field right off the road. Pull in, jump out. I actually was driving Jessica's Bronco. Sorry, honey, I haven't told you that. I took your Bronco off-road and through a cattle pasture. It's full of cow shit everywhere. But
That's all right. It smells good now. It smells like...
I took Jessica's car. I get out there, and I just had the gun and the slim. So I grab it. I go. I pop the slim off of the gun again, and then I'm stalking up on the pigs. I can see the pigs. There's cattle out there. I'm trying to scan and watch them. The pigs are kind of moving. The cows are kind of moving. So I finally kind of get up there in a position, and I was like, all right, we're good. It's like, damn, they're starting to move. They're starting to move. I mean, it took me all of a second, maybe 2, to get that on there.
To get it all figured out, boom, put it on there, lock it down, you're ready to go.
Yeah, I'm on the sticks, I'm on them, and I'm ready to shoot. And it's one of the videos I think we did post, maybe in the review video or not. I mean, maybe the one that we posted on YouTube, I'm not sure. But, I mean, it was a pig that was literally staring straight at me.
They knew you're there.
Yeah, straight at me. But I had it on in just a second, and I was ready to roll, and I shot that one straight on, looking right at me. That I was about to get busted. So I can see that it is a quick enough system that you can do that in the field if you guys are looking for something that is a multi-roll. They do make it in 3D4, and they do it in 640.
Yep, 35 384, 35 640. Very impressive units. Zero complaints so far.
Yeah, the 35 3D4 is a less than 18 millikelvin sensor, 35 millimeter, of course. It is, what is it? I did say 12 micron already, right? 12 micron.
No, it is 12 micron sensor, sub 18
50 hertz refresh. We have 50 hertz refresh rate.
Yep.
And then we are looking at all of the capabilities of every modern day thermal of Wi-Fi streaming, video, audio. The audio on it's pretty sweet.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's pretty dang good.
Man. Yeah, you're gonna hear all them thuds and whops. And it was crazy. I'm like, yeah, I knew I hit him. It's like that stuff that I always hear. I'm like, people think, oh man, he didn't hit him. I was like, well, now in this audio, the audio is so crisp, you can hear it hit. You know you hit something, and that's been pretty cool. They do run on an 18650 battery, guys.
Yep, single 18650 battery. Now, what the one thing we did notice, you have to run the batteries that they give you. As
of right now, we did talk to the engineering team. I think they are going to go, like our 384 has a shorter cap than the 640 does. I think they are talking about maybe switching out the caps.
Switching out the caps to make it, I guess, more universal for different 18650 battery types. But as of right now, I did notice that we had to run the ones that they
come with them. And the thing is we'll try to get more of those and have spares and things like that. But you know what? The M8, but the milliamp hours on them is probably the highest I've seen in 18650.
It's like 3850.
Yeah, that's like the highest that I've ever seen.
That's what caught my attention,
so I'm just like, you probably want their batteries for the maximum longevity.
Yeah, no, it caught my attention because as soon as you pulled one out the other night, I'm like, holy crap, dude, that says 3850 milliamp hours. And I'm like, normal's like usually 32, 3000.
Because these batteries are really long. That's why they have that different battery cap, because those batteries are really long to have the extra milliamp hour.
Yeah.
No, so it's a little bit longer, I think, than some that are out there. Yeah. The 3D4, we do want to mention, it is 3.5 base mag on the 35 3D4. So there's no confusion. The 640 is a 2 base magnification. Yep. So yeah, everyone's kind of trying to do that. And I believe right now the final price, and then we saw as of last night, was that the 35 3D4 and the Slim is going to be $2,000, and the 35 640 is going to be about $3,000.
It's about $1,000 price difference there.
Yeah. So,
but if you think about it, the way I see it is you're getting a 2-for-1 scope or a 2-for-1 thermal unit, because it can be used as a handheld and it can be used as a dedicated scope, and you can switch back and forth within seconds, like you mentioned. Your perfect example, you're spotting, with the scope. And then as soon as you seen that they were about to bust you, took you less than a second to get it mounted up, and you were ready to go and ready to make a good shot, and they returned to 0 for you, killed a pig, and so that's just a tried and true right there.
Well, I do have a secret for everybody.
Yeah, I was going to say, you're going to mention your newest find?
Everybody knows I'm perfectly fine with stock mounts. We'll run stuff with stock mounts, but I am an American Defense man, true and through and through.
He's American, man.
American mounts on there. I do like to run the American Defense, and I did run the American Defense a lot of the time when we did some of our field testing. We did initially use the standard mount, and then I did pop over. I didn't care about the magnetic part. I mean, I can find the stuff pretty good in the dark because there's only one slot. I mean, if you look at the bottom, guys, there's only one slot, so you just get right into the slot. What? Yeah, I can find that slot pretty good in the dark, baby. Which I ain't hunting tonight, so you be prepared.
Yeah, you better behave.
Oh, man, it might mess me up, and I lost my eye cup. I'm getting all excited. Hold on, guys. We're going to have to take a pause here real quick.
That's the happiest you've been in a while.
Yeah, she said that on purpose to mess me all up. I was on a roll. I'm sorry, Justin. I apologize, Justin, for getting sexually harassed here in the workplace.
It's all right. I got my earplugs on.
Yeah, we'll call HR, which is her.
Yeah.
Jesus. Sorry, guys. You need to be quiet. This is why we shoot podcasts when she's not here. But since we did this early in the morning, she's here and she's trying to mess this all up.
Oh yeah.
So the Slim, guys, I will say that I did like the 35-640 because last night I kind of hosed myself. Of course, you weren't with me, man. You left me hanging.
It's all right. I would have had to kill him for you. It's all right.
Yeah.
I usually try to let you get all the footage.
I had a coyote come in really close. 2-base mag of that 35-640 was really awesome. Just having a nice wide field of view. Once you're in the gun, you know how it is with coyotes. You spot them. They're coming in. Had a hard charger. He's come rolling in, and then he comes into the field. The cows were off in the backside, completely out of the way where they normally come in. As soon as he comes in the field, those cows are right behind him, and they're coming in and chasing the coyote.
They were pissed. They didn't want them in their space.
I mean, I've got footage of the whole thing because it was a nice wide field of view, but I just never had a clear shot. And then he comes in tight, and I wish I had magged up at the last second. I was like, crap, I don't want to come off of him. I'm trying to get decent footage.
Yeah.
And I did cycle back through and catch him right as he's running down to a tank. I mean, he's 30, 40 yards in front of me. He didn't even look at me. He's looking back at the decoy, the call, the cows chasing him.
He's more worried about getting stopped
all these things going on.
Oh yeah.
But if I would have had a higher base magnification of 3, I would have missed him on the second chance, and I could have shot down when he was running by. But you've been talking trash to me about taking running shots at coyotes all the time.
You're trying to let him stop, man.
I was like, you know what?
To be patient with him.
You know what? I'm gonna hold up, see if he'll give me one last little shot. Because
never did.
I will tell you right now, if coyotes are hard chargers and I can't get them to stop, that's when the curse words start flying.
Oh yeah, it's pretty funny, man. That's the point where I started listening to Jason and watching him. I was like, I care less if I shoot this coyote. This is where it gets fun.
I'll cuss out a coyote in the field.
And then he just starts spraying them down. However many bullets is in that gun, it's how many's going to be flying through the air. And I'm just having a good old time watching them, laughing inside my head.
I'm not educating any coyotes out here. I want to make sure that I'm going to blow off a leg, whatever I can get. If they're missing a paw, I'm going to make it easier for the next time I catch them.
Oh, yeah.
So I know we've had a blast talking about the Slim and some of its capabilities, but I think we forgot to mention there are guys up north that are going to probably want to use this unit. With it being lightweight, it doesn't have like a huge internal battery system or anything like that. It is a magnetic charging port on the side, guys, and if you pop it open, you can run USB-C. So if you've got battery packs that you guys have been running with previous units before, you can still do that here with the Slim. They do have a magnetic charging cord that comes with it if you're wanting to use that, but just know you can divert to the USB-C and use that for extra power for cold weather. It was 40 degrees last night.
Yeah.
And I broke off this eye cup.
No, it's all good. I don't think half the time
we're going to leave that off.
Yeah.
Well, I ripped my eye cups off, so when you rip them off, they don't always go back on, when you rip the glue off, so... Apologize.
It is what it is, yeah.
I ran it last night without the eye cup. It was.
See, look at you. You're over here changing it up, man. I don't like the eye cup. You're over here changing it up. You don't.
I try to do it for the pictures, but I don't think. Yeah, I think all my pictures last night had no eye cup on at all.
That's all right. Yeah,
and most people rip them off.
It's getting away, or over time you lose them. It's just like God. It's just a hassle.
You come in the store and like half the units that we have out here for display don't have eye cups on because we ripped them off or lost them in the field.
Like, sorry, they're somewhere here in the store.
Sorry, we'll be professional and order more eye cups over here. Trying to think of what else we want to talk about with the Slim. Picture quality, excellent picture quality on the 35, 34. We had coyotes, we had pigs. Same thing with the 640. Had coyotes. Probably one of my coolest shots was with that 35 640. The pinpoint crosshair here, the with this unit, it is very, very precise. If you're wanting something that is very precise, I mean, we have a video we'll post where I had just like maybe his spine of that coyote, maybe this much on that coyote showing.
Oh yeah, no, I remember you showing
And
this video.
it was a little bit of a hill, a little bit of a terrace, and he posted up and looked. I mean, his head's exposed and a little bit of his back is exposed, and I'm shooting that 6mm arc, and I mean it was 125 yards, something like that, and I nailed that coyote. I mean, we're shooting out of space like that, and that slim 35 640 was able to do that, no problem. So guys, if you're looking at that as something that's very, very accurate, I mean, I was making some of the best shots I've made in a long time.
Mm-hmm. Like you know what you're doing over here,
I was
man.
popping pigs, yeah, and I know the review video. I was gonna edit it out because I was being a smart ass in the video, but I don't know if you heard it when we were over there with Jeff the other night. I was just like, "You're welcome."
Yeah, I was like, he's like he's talking to me. I was like, oh man, go for it. You ain't talking. I know I hit too. I was gonna say you might look to your right.
Shooting at those pigs and get that one way out there. I was like, you're welcome.
Don't look to your left. Look to your right.
Yeah, it was a blast shooting on these units, but you talk about accuracy and things like that because a lot of people want to kind of fight the mounts or where it's made or whatever things that are going on. I mean, it's here we do. We prove it. We talk about these things. We're not just talking about it. Like, we're out in the field. We go and field test these things. So we have the utmost confidence for your money that these units will do what you want them to do.
I agree.
We bang them up. We tear them up. We had these for a couple weeks and, throw them in the field, taking them on and off. I mean, repeating the return to zero type things as well. So just know that we have the utmost confidence with Nocpix and their products and what they're going to be able to do. I don't think you can go wrong.
Yeah, and I believe that the return to zero QD style stuff is going to be the biggest selling point for it, because at the end of the day, I still believe that this scope is what everybody's been looking for, everybody's been wanting, everybody's been asking for. Just for the simple concept of being able to leave the mount behind on the gun, removing the actual unit from the mount, and being able to use it as a scanner, putting it back to the mount that never left the gun, and knowing that inside that it's going to return to zero for you, not have any issues. So I believe that's going to be the biggest selling point for these slim units, on top of just the image quality. Image quality in the 35-34, the 35-640 was phenomenal. We had zero issues with it. It did everything we wanted to do with it. We put it through the ringer pretty hard, and it performed, well beyond our expectations. So, we've got high hopes for these units, and we believe that they're going to do very, very well out there.
$200 for 80 amounts, so no, that is an upgrade, guys. If you are wanting to do that, I'm starting to get arthritis a little bit in my fingers. I'm gonna talk like an old man now.
Yeah, he's getting old, man. He ain't got it.
It was
no more.
easier for me to kind of get in and grab the bigger latch. It is a small latch on the standard mount, so it is a little small one. So I did opt for this just because for the easiness factor
for the old man and
get my fingers around it.
That's the simple. That's the simple.
And it's messed up because the condition is called trigger finger. So I was like. The doc and one of my doctor is one of our customers, and he goes out and hunts a thermal, and we're both laughing in the doctor's office. I'm like, "You got trigger finger?" I'm like, "Well, that's my job to pull the trigger, right?" And he's just like, "Yeah, it's funny. We'll take care of you. We'll be all right."
Yeah, we'll make something happen for you.
I'm holding off some surgery on the hand, so I have to kind of opt for that one. So if you are an older gentleman, American Defense, if you're wanting to pop that off on and off, you probably might want to do that just because it has just a bigger latch on it. Yep. So, all right, well, let's hop over to. I'm gonna try to grab the handheld here. We're not knocking these mics all around.
Yeah, let's watch this on this side of big. Not too bad. Okay.
All right. So I'm gonna start off with this, and people may tell me to stop talking like this, but this is one of the most badass handhelds I've had in a while.
It's impressive.
I mean,
look how small.
Look how small. It's like, I was talking shit before we got it. Yeah.
Well, as soon as I looked at it, I said, "Oh, I'm sold." That's all I needed to do. We had them outside, side by side, 35-640 Slim and this Lumi. 35-640, and I looked through the Slim. I'm like, okay, that's great. I like it. Looked through the Lumi. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm sold right here. That's a done deal.
Yeah, because you have the same specs here on the handheld. So 35, 18 millikelvin, 12 micron, 640 is in this handheld. Runs 18650 as well.
Yep.
Don't know why you'd run external power, but you have USB-C on the side. But you see how compact this unit is. Video, audio, Wi-Fi streaming. It's 2.5 base. So if you're wanting a nice, I think 2.5 is always perfect.
Yeah.
I think 2's too much, like too
2.5
far back
is
for a
ideal.
handheld.
3's too much. 2.5, I think, is that sweet spot there.
Yeah,
for a good handheld.
That's my favorite spot for the handheld. It is threaded here, so you can use any tripod type equipment. I did try to record myself one night. I was by myself. I was trying to took your tripod out, put the adapter on it, was trying to run this to get me. And I got the pigs. This pig started moving, so you miss me altogether, and you just see me shooting, and the pigs start running on the handheld. So that's what's going on. Is my self filming days. I'm a little rusty. Been getting spoiled. So this unit has some other cool things about it. Everybody talks about they hate the way front lens caps are. You got your lens cap there, and it's magnetic on the side.
Just easy enough.
Out of
Don't
the
have
way,
to worry
guys.
about it. Not going to be dangling, not going to have to get ripped off. You just slap it on the side.
Hey,
it's magnetized.
Just grab us one of them lanyards real quick. I'm going to show them how we got a lanyard adapter here at Farrell, Texas. Hey, Jessica, there's an adapter right there, like 5 feet from me. Oh, she don't want me to touch the new ones.
Yeah. You've been taking too many.
Yeah.
The owner's been taking too many. Can't be cutting into the inventory.
I'm losing lanyards everywhere, so if you go in all of our vehicles, don't worry, you'll always have a lanyard. That and batteries.
Chargers too.
Yeah, you can't find a charger or a battery in this place. So lanyard here for your Lumi. With ours, I do like this. It's kind of like if Justin. Well, okay, this was a dumb idea. I've been trying to put it on at the same time.
It's not your best.
So it's like I'm scanning with my lanyard. I do like to unbuckle it and be like, "Hey, dude, look, like go over here." And we're handing the thing back and forth, and then I can put this clip it back on. So
makes it so much easier.
I do like our lanyard set up. Oh, okay, there we go. Got it off. So the handheld wise, I've been impressed. I'm used to running a 50 on a handheld. I'm used to running a 50 and then I was like going down to a 35. I thought there was probably going to be some issues running a 35 millimeter 640, but super impressed with the image quality of this. We went out with Jeff and we handed it over to Jeff. He's like, oh.
Yeah, I think he might need. I don't know, man. I talked to him last night. And
he thinks he needs
so
one.
torn between another one and this one. So I'm pretty sure tomorrow he's going to come in and get him one.
Yeah. So if you're debating a handheld in the 640, this is the way to go.
I would definitely put some interest into this Lumi.
Y'all correct me if I'm wrong. $2,000 handheld.
2,200, I thought. What's 20? Something's 2,200.
Maybe it's 2,200. The Lumi 35-640. Make sure I don't screw this up. Huh? 2,200. Oh, 2,200.
That's right.
So no discounts here at Farrell, Texas Outdoors. I'm just saying it is 2,200. I did confirm. I did not say officially it was. It was $2,200.
All y'all other fans out there, don't get all worked up. Don't get your feathers ruffled.
Yeah, I don't see anybody out there that you're going to be able to go and grab a 35 millimeter 640 quality handheld for $2,200.
Man, what's crazy is if you don't care about the laser rangefinder, this is the way to go. Now, if you do, I would look at the finder for entry outdoor. But for $2,200, I don't care if you want the rangefinder or not. It's going to be hard to pass this unit up. Yeah, looking through it, it's going to be hard to pass it up.
Throw it in your pocket.
Yeah, you'll like you just sweet, short, and easy. You just put it in your pocket. How I could even put it in my cargo pant pockets here, and it wouldn't bother me. It's so small, slim. I don't have very big hands, but hell, it fits just fine.
Yeah,
and so it's very short,
throw it in a
small,
pack.
compact. Man,
guys that run their pouches in the front or backpacks or whatever.
I usually have. Yeah, so I have a zipper here. I bet you I can get that thing just right there, and zip it in and walk around.
Yeah, a compact handheld. This is awesome. Now I've been talking up the 35-640. Because that definitely is a big one for me. That I can go throw this in my UTV if I forget a handheld. If we to grab a handheld, I can go throw that sucker in there.
Leave one in your glove box, and you don't have to worry about it. Because it's going to be just, it's not going to take up a lot of space, and you can just leave it there, and it's not going to get beat up, and it's not going to cost you a lot to get into it.
An 18650 batteries. Those you get you two of them, you'll be set for pretty much all night long.
Yeah.
They do make a 384 Lumi. It is a 4 base.
Yeah, that's
on a
the only
handheld.
catch.
Yeah, on the 4-base. So just know that kind of going in at, and I'm not sure what the price point is. 1,700 for the 35 384 384. I mean, I think it's worth the $500 upgrade. If you're
Yeah,
gonna spend 1,700,
I
spend
agree.
2,200. Spend
I
2,200.
agree.
Not sitting here. The company's gonna get mad at me or manufacturer gonna get mad at me or anything. But I just think that you know 35 384. They made these price points so good on the 35
That's gonna be hard
640.
to.
I'm like, go for it, guys. I'm like, get that 640 handheld, get the best image quality that you can get. That way you're not, guys running
I
around
agree.
scanning. I think the most important feature here you found out about, and I had no idea.
Man, I was just. I guess I'm sure I've told this story laying in bed at night. People are gonna laugh, but I usually get on TikTok and I watch my Mexican buddy out in California cook hot dogs. He's got like it's the goofiest thing, but I watch him cook hot dogs on
Justin's going to
TikTok.
open a hot dog stand over
Yeah,
here
I
at the
watch him
store.
cook hot dogs on TikTok Live. He sets up. I think he's somewhere in Central California. I can't remember exactly, but he's got like a little food stand and stuff. He pops up everywhere. But I was like, instead of doing that, I'm gonna look up some Nocpix stuff. But then I was basically researching the whole international side of it, and the vehicle or the video stabilization feature was one of the cool features that I thought, because basically it locks in on your target and it eliminates any of the extra movement. So let's just say you're freehanding it. Once you get pretty much where you need to go, it's going to just focus in on that target and cut out the extra movement uh, from you videoing it. So I thought that was a pretty cool feature. I don't think we've quite tested it to the max just yet,
I
but I
did.
know you
I
tried.
did. I did.
Tried to
I
do
did
it.
the other night. The only thing is that when I was trying, I'm like holding out here like this, and I'm walking through a plowed field to where I'm like tripping on the ground. I got the gun,
So
the
yeah.
tripod, and everything else.
So
It
you're
wasn't
going
like
from
the
here to there to
I'm,
there to here
yeah,
to there. So yeah,
I'm
that's
like
gonna
skyline to ground.
yeah,
So
that's
it
gonna
wasn't a real
eliminate it.
good test of it, but I did get a little bit closer and it stopped and just walked a little slower and was
Yeah.
able to get some video. So we do have some of that demonstrated.
Yeah,
And the
but
thing is just you think about that. I mean, I mean, how many people will comment on the YouTube channel and like, oh, you're making me sick.
yeah,
Moving around with a handheld. I'm just like,
yeah, you drunk.
forget you, dude. I'm
Yeah,
like, you trying to do this out here? It's
yeah,
not
no,
easy.
man. I'm 200 yards into a field, and I'm freaking breathing hard. My heart's racing. I'm trying to look, and I'm trying to get footage. It just doesn't work.
We'll put it on a tripod. It's like, well, I can't carry 2 tripods, a handheld, and a gun.
Yeah, so
And so this helps me from all the YouTube hate of having the video stabilization.
yeah, because I mean, like I said, it locks in on a target, eliminates any of the extra movement. They have a very, very good video of it on the Nocpix website, where it's some crazy animal that they have over
Some
there.
kind of fallow deer or
Yeah,
something.
and it shows, the comparison versus when the video stabilization is on versus when it's off, the difference that it makes, and it's a very noticeable difference. So you can notice it right away in just in the new feature that they're going to offer here in the Lumi series and the other series that we'll get to here in a second.
I'm super excited. I mean, it's just
It's
all
so
those things
small,
into
man. That's
this
what I
little
like
bitty ass
about it.
handheld. So
It's
I
awesome.
don't know. It's going to be kind of crazy here for the handhelds. But the thing is that we're throwing this thing
Yeah,
around.
we'll do this. We'll swap out our boxes so people
Yeah.
can kind of
See
what we're
see your
working
Lumi box. Get some pictures.
People can check it out, man.
And then I don't think there's anything we missed here. So, but right now we're going to have the L35, which is the 3D4, and then it's going to be the H35 in the Lumi. So that is what we're looking at for as handhelds for Nocpix. We did have the Slimline series we went over, and then we went over the Lumi here, the handhelds.
So they have
Now-
one. Do you want to mention the other?
Yeah. We did get to try out the Vista handheld. It is a 4-base 5640. We didn't get the test period we had was kind of short. We didn't really get a whole lot of footage, at least not a whole lot of footage that I really liked to share, because
Well, I
I
think
always like to
yeah.
share footage when we have enough time to really get to kind of work and show what the capabilities are. And I feel like we didn't really get.
Yeah, I
'cause
think it was just
it,
kind of
it was here when
yeah.
grass was waist high.
It was in the middle of the summer, pretty much.
Yeah.
Well, it was. I guess you could say. I'm not going to give an exact date, so I don't hurt any feelings. But it was early. It was early when the grass was tall. trees were full of leaves, so it was
We
just
had no
wasn't
big
the
open
ideal
fields.
conditions.
We had no big open fields to use a 50 millimeter 640. It is a four
Four
base
base,
with the
yes.
laser rangefinder, so it is made for ideal longer range, and we just did not have those situations here to where we could do that. But we're going to get back after it and try it again. What is going to be unique with the next scope we're going to talk about, as well as this handheld, is they and we'll try to flash a picture up here on the podcast so people kind of see what we're talking about. But this is the Vista handheld. It is a integrated laser rangefinder into the bell housing of the front.
Yeah, so it's just a small little, man, it's just, basically, if you don't know what it is, you'll miss it because it's so small inside the front of, front housing of the handheld and the scope. So it's very impressive, and I know I did use it one time. I used it in the Vista when we did have it, and it worked great. It did everything we needed to do, especially
Yeah,
on
you
those.
had that coyote like 50 yards with a four base.
Yeah, and we had that coyote come in, and it's just like, holy crap, he's like right there. But then before that, we had some pigs, roughly I think 180ish, that they were out, and so we were playing around on the pigs and stuff like that. But that laser rangefinder worked very, very well.
Yeah, you think about laser rangefinders and where they're located. A lot of people do kind of fight about, well, the LRF is an inch down or half an inch down or whatever it may be, or to the side or whatever. Well, now some of that argument, your distance between, let's just say the isometric center of the front sensor, even though that's not really how it works, but let's just say it did, and you're that much distance.
Yeah.
Between LRF and the very center of that sensor.
It's not a whole lot of difference.
So, yeah, you think about pointing that thing out there and the way that thing is calibrated, you're looking at a very, very accurate handheld with LRF.
Oh, yeah. No, and like I said, it worked great. Has all the features that the Lumi does. The only difference is it's going to be a 5640 and it's going to be a 4-base magnification.
And it's 3,500.
3,500.
3,500?
Yeah.
Hey, you got some crap on your hat. What's that?
Crap?
What's on your hat? What is on
What you
there?
got? I got
some
surprise
fuzz on
up
your
there?
hat. Yeah.
Oh, I got a little dust.
I said we don't knock this stuff around. Sorry, it drives me crazy now, guys.
No, I was
OCD. I was like, what the hell?
Yeah, I didn't even know it was on there. It's all right.
Yeah, his workplace over here, we're all dusty and crap.
That shows how hard I
Yeah.
work, man. My hat's dirty.
No, sorry. Very ADD. I'm drinking the Alani right now. I'm probably like all red faced. I'm all caffeinated up.
It's all right, man.
Yeah, we got
right.
to do podcasts in the evening where I'm drinking instead, because otherwise I'm gonna talk a million miles a minute now, drinking freaking 200 milligrams over here
It's
caffeine.
okay, man. I think you'll be all right.
Yeah.
Just don't fall out that way.
I tell you what I did the other day when we were going. Just try to make me go to Pumpkin Patch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
I
told us
double-
this story at like 11 o'clock at night in the middle of a field. I'm like, all right. Then.
I was gonna dose my wife with 200 milligrams of a caffeine pill. I had 2 pills, one for me, one for her, and we're gonna go to the Pumpkin Patch. And I just inadvertently took both of them.
That's
I just thought, I'm gonna take these pills. Boom,
Smooth
boom,
move, man.
boom.
That's
Yeah,
pretty
so I took
solid.
400 milligrams. Let's just say,
I wonder why you're trying to dose me.
well, I need you to stay awake. You
Yeah,
get tired. You get tired, then you get cranky, and I'm like, I can't do this and the Pumpkin Patch and 2 kids. So I'm like, no.
Here,
So
take
I
some.
tried to.
Here.
Yeah, I was trying to dose her with some caffeine and get this old lady out there ready to go at the Pumpkin Patch, and
Oh, boy.
ended up double dosing myself. And let's just say I was very, very attentive.
I was gonna say you're probably seeing how many pumpkins you could carry out.
Yeah, I was scared. I thought I was gonna die.
That's
Well,
all right.
lucky it was good. Lucky I was all good. I guess.
He just popped him in. He goes,
No
like,
shit.
as soon as he did it,
You're-
he
you're
goes,
Like,
screwed at
I'm-
that point.
Yeah, I'm not over there I'm not gonna be gagging myself over there trying to throw up
Trying to
caffeine
spit
pills.
it
I'm
all
like,
out.
whatever, it's gonna happen. Either I have a heart attack or we're gonna have a good time, one or the other. But
Yeah,
"You're a big guy."
yeah, I'm a big guy. Thanks, baby.
yeah, you're fat.
Yeah.
Too much
Uh,
Mexican food trailer, man.
Yeah, I'll tell you right now, late night eating. Oh yeah,
They know your
I
card
did,
number by heart.
Yeah, they do. There's so many tacos. I had some left over last night, and I went and ate them when I came in last night. Probably
boy.
should have done that. Huh?
At 3 a.m.
It wasn't that late. It was like 2 a.m.
It's all right. If it was 3
Yeah.
a.m., I'm not gonna make fun of you.
Yeah, but
Because you
no,
did it the
no.
other night too,
Oh,
on the
yeah.
way back.
Yeah, he was driving me on the way back. I'm like, sorry, dude. I'm sitting here eating quesadillas in his truck, just right greasy stuff all over his nice,
all
clean
good,
truck.
man.
Is me in there eating quesadillas. But
It's
anyway,
all good.
so sorry. We're going to get back to the subject here at hand, and I think probably one of the biggest products outside of the Slim. And this is going to aggravate, I think, a lot of other manufacturers out there. And I think they're all racing to this technology change. And it is when we look at what are we going to see with laser rangefinders in scope style units.
Yes.
So one of the biggest sellers this year was RH50R with infrared outdoor, having their integrated laser rangefinder with a low profile.
Yep.
Nothing hanging off the side, nothing to catch. And I think some of the biggest things that people are asking about is LRFs. They're going to be integrated with the bolt action. With the scope style rifles. Now they're going to be launching the Ace series. It is going to be the H50R. We'll show a picture of that here on the podcast on YouTube. We'll put that up there. But that unit will, just like the Vista, have an integrated laser rangefinder with it that is going to be inside the bell housing. That is going to be something that's going to be a really, really cool feature with it, and what it's going to be able to have in its capabilities running that unit. There is a ton of things packed in that unit. I know we're probably going to do a separate video probably just on that unit alone.
Yes, it's a super impressive unit. I was kind of excited when I seen that scope come out, or on the international side, and basically find out details about the scope, because like I said, it's got everything packed into the scope that the daily hunter wants.
And that's probably everything. The only unit that we have not seen that Nocpix is coming out with is that one unit. I'm trying to get a hold of it next week, so I will probably all sleep deprived all next week. So I'll probably be out 3-4 nights trying to get as much footage as we can, hopping on that. We've kind of been holding off some of our long range coyote places just for the fact that we want to be able to use the LRF. Show what that 50 millimeter 640 is going to be able to do. These specs will be up. Everything's up on Feral Texas Outdoors right now, so we have all of our specs up of what is launching in the United States. Or it is international, guys. So just know if you go to the international site, which is I think it's Nocpix.com, you are going to see things that are not releasing here in the U.S. So just know that. Don't ask. Say, hey, when's it coming? When's it coming? Because as of right now, they're not launching all of those products.
They're just sticking to the core. I think it's
they may
5
not
total.
launch those here. This is similar with other manufacturers that they don't always launch all products here. So don't sit there and hold off and think, oh yeah, I need to wait for another thermal and miss out.
Probably won't happen, man. It's probably it's going to still be, because like we've got the Slim 3534, Slim 35640, Lumi 3534, Lumi 35640, and then the Ace 50R, isn't it? So we've got
H50R, I believe,
and
is
then we
the
have
model number.
And I can't remember if I mentioned the Vista. So there's going to be
The Vista.
6 total units that they're releasing here with Nocpix. So
3 handhelds, 3 scopes.
Yep. So if you see something on their Nocpix International website, don't think that it's going to come over just because you see it on their website. It's probably not going to. If anything, it'd be later on, not anytime soon. I would definitely say, if anything, after the first of the year at earliest, if they do.
Yeah, so it's just because like the Lumi, they make a P13 and a L19, and they're not launching those. So, just know that's just what always happens when you have new manufacturers. Sometimes they prefer not to launch those products here in the United States just because they don't do well. They do well in European markets, but not necessarily over here. Just like we, clip-ons, Everyone thinks they need a clip-on in the United States.
They think it works in a way that it doesn't, and that's what throws them off.
It's like 2% of sales is clip-ons, but yet the European market is completely polar opposite. It's all clip-ons. Dedicated scopes are not a thing.
That's all they sell,
Yeah, so it's like they're not allowed to have scopes per se. It's kind of like they have clip-ons to put on the daytime optics. That's how that market works different than the United States. So that's we have things that are usually different here than what we see other places. But what we've seen so far with Nocpix is a quality brand that is ready to go. We are going to have these products ready to sell next week. We're probably getting some shipments that are going out today, going out on Monday. So we're expected to have these mid to the end of next week and be able to do that. I want to review videos as far as what we're going to have. We're going to have individual review videos from Feral Texas Outdoors
of each unit, and that way we'll
both,
go into.
I think both slims are going to be done.
Yeah, and then like I said, you go into a lot more detail about the unit and basically cover the ins and outs of the whole unit and show you some footage.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome, guys. So if you have questions about Nocpix, it is. Yeah, we're going to forget all about that, aren't we?
Yeah.
5-year warranty, guys, and their 5-day guarantee there. Now, just know Nocpix is being carried by distributor IRA USA. So everything that you have had before with them, with Infrared Outdoor, expect the same customer service, expect the same support, expect the same warranty that you get there, and have those people take care of you. They're ready to go. We're excited for them. We think this is going to be another brand that they're going to be bringing on board that is going to be a big, big, huge seller. They were a huge seller this past year. and for 2024. And so we don't see that changing here for 2025. If you are looking for the top leading thermal, you just go to Ira USA, guys. They have the products. We carry their products here inside the store at our retail location here, where you can come in. So if you have questions, guys, you can come in here in retail location, come see us and get hands on. If you're looking at the Slims, you want to look at the Lumi, and we'll have those here for you to look at. If you're wanting to compare those to other products, I mean, you can compare it to Infra Outdoor or whoever, and AGM or whatever it may be, or Bullseye or whatever. Go out here and you can go compare products
side by
outside.
side, check them out.
You see if we're totally full of crap or not.
Yeah, you tell us, man, because I was like, we're going to point you in the right direction, but at the end of the day, it's your eye, your choice. So
yeah, your decision, your money, and but we try to go out there and field test everything and put up as much content and videos from the field, which we're always happy to show you. I mean, even if we don't launching on YouTube, if you come by the store, usually we have a big database of videos and some stuff we don't always post that we're able to show you what these units look like in the field. So just come by, you always come ask us. But then again, give us a call here at a retail location. You give us a call, come chat with us on the phone, shoot us a message on social media. I mean, between Justin and I and Jess and some other people that work for us, usually we're over trying to answer questions. We're always trying to be on the Facebook groups, trying to answer anything that anybody has about Nocpix and some of these units. Some of the guys have had hands on outside of me that have different experiences than we've had, and I mean, some of them are wanting to get these units now. And it's like, I was like,
yeah, I bet you do.
And they're already wanting to upgrade and looking at new things, and it's just like, hey, let's, hold on. We're slowly getting stuff out here, but everybody is super excited about these Nocpix brand, and so everyone that said hand-ons, I've not had one bad experience with any of those products yet. So that is something I think that's been really, really cool to say about a company. We have field tested multiple companies, and there are reasons that you do not see them on our website. If you don't see a certain company that you're looking at, and you don't see it on our website, there is a reason you don't see it on our website.
Oh yeah, something happened, customer service, unit failure. Let's go on.
We
and on.
will literally take, before we bring full force on with a company and bring them in here and have it on the website, have it here in the store, is we will field test those units. If they fail a field test from us, we will not bring the product on. We will not sell you crap here. We're only going to sell you quality products that we know are going to work, and they're going to be backed by a company that is going to take care of you, the customer, because I understand that you looking at a thermal product, you're spending thousands of dollars, and if someone ain't going to pick up the phone when you call, I know sometimes we get busy ourselves, but give us a call, leave us a message, shoot us a text message. We'll definitely take care of you. And we do have manufacturers that we have dropped because they don't pick up the phone. Yep. They don't provide customer service to us.
Stop answering, stop calling, stop doing anything. So that's it, man. Cut the strings quick.
We like the way Ira USA conducts their business and the way that they do things, and they take care of those customers. They get things out. They're good about fixing, replacing units, and so that has been something that has been impressive to us, and that is something that we want to continue doing. So when they approached us about the Nocpix brand, we were like, all right, you're gonna carry another brand. Well, let's go field test it and let's see. And it passed the smell test.
Super impressive.
Passed the smell test. So
here we are.
Yeah. If you got questions, reach out to us, guys. And I'm gonna let Justin close us out here for Hunting After Dark.
Yeah. So be on the watch. We're gonna do future podcasts. We're gonna promote some of these other units, get into depth with them, and then also with our product review videos that Jason does that he posts on YouTube as well. But you can check out our other podcasts. You can check out this episode on Hunting After Dark Podcast on Apple and Spotify. Check us out on our YouTube channel at Hunting After Dark Podcast, and also on our website at huntingafterdarkpodcast.com. Thank you, guys.
Oh, thanks, guys.